Hello, we are going to go over ToonBoom Harmony 16 Premium. I did select the free trial. It can be very, very expensive, but there is a student version as well. And this program is it can be very, very complicated. It can be as easy or as complicated as you want to make it. So you have tutorials that are available to get you started. It shows you different things that you can do, from 3D to 2D, and a variety of other really cool things. This is where you can get help with different questions. There's a lot of online forums that will explain things to you and tell you where to go. It gives you different information. So this is a relatively big file. It does take quite a while to open up. So there, as you can see, this is a lot like Photoshop, only very, very complicated. So up here, it's where you start your new files, obviously. Your view, your play, inserting, you can insert different pictures, objects, things of that nature. Your scene, different things to do with your drawing, tools, stamp, eraser, text. And all of these can also be found using your F keys as well, if you choose to do that. So different windows, 3D graphs, your toolbars. Again, it can get very, very complicated very, very quickly. So the majority of what we are going to use is on this side. And then, of course, your colors. We're going to try and keep it as simple as possible. So you can look at it in camera view, and I chose blue as a background. You can have whatever you want. Usually it's just a typical gray, or your drawing. I like to have this open. It just kind of helps for a reference point. So to get started, we are going to go over here and change our colors. So if you just go to the plus, it'll give you a new. So I have kind of an idea of different colors that I want to use. I'm going to go over here. I know that I want kind of a dark purple color. I'm going to label that purple. And that's available for me. You could also press this if you have something that's outside of this realm. I'm going to click on that again. I know I want kind of a pink kind of color. A really bright pink. So I'm going to go over here and do pink. I'm going to exit out of that. And then I'm going to add another one. I want kind of a deep blue. That's what I'm looking for. So, deep blue. I'm going to type that in. Okay, and now we can get started. So here are the tools that we're going to predominantly be using. You can change your different brush strokes however you want to do it, in your colors as well when you're doing that. So I'm going to start purple. I'm going to start down here. And I'm going to draw the jelly head. And then if you go over here, you can fill in the color. And then you click that, and then that, and it'll fill it in for you. So I feel like the jellyfish needs to have some eyes. There is the shape tool over here. You can click on it, eclipse. I want it to have pretty normal looking eyeballs. So. It's close enough for me. Go here, fill, and then I'll fill in white eyeballs. And then I'm going to give it a smile. I'm going to go back here, and we're going to get a happy jellyfish. I'm going to make it as colorful as possible, so I'm also going to do on the outside. Oh, and I don't really like that, so I'm going to go back and undo that, and then try it again. And again. Now, most people, when they use this, professionals and people that have tutorials online, they actually have a tablet that connects to their PC, whether it be Mac or Windows based. That's what they use, which makes sense, because if I had a stylus, this would be 100% better than what it is right now. I'm going to fill that in. I'm going to add some blue. Thought I was, so I didn't draw them. Select the appropriate one. Blue. See if it'll let me fill that in. Might not, because it's not closed. I'm just going to use the drawing tool to fill that in a little bit more. Okay, now one thing that I really like about this, it's very cool. You don't have to keep doing the same thing over and over again necessarily. So I'm just going to get my select tool. I'm going to draw around it. And then I'm going to right click. And I'm going to copy that drawing. And I'm going to go down here. I'm going to advance. And I am going to paste that drawing. So now you can move it however you want. So I'm going to click it, I'm going to drag it up a little bit, and then I'm just simply going to add onto this drawing. So we like the face is pretty good, but obviously the tentacles need a lot of help. So I'm going to go back up to the paint tool, and I am going to extend the tentacles, because jellies have all kinds of wild, crazy tentacles. This would be so much easier if you had a stylus. Those boards, and those boards, they're really not very expensive. I looked them up because I have a child who is wanting to get into graphic design. So I was just kind of curious to see what it would run me. And the prices are actually relatively good, believe it or not. This probably isn't going to work. So, go up here. Oh, that's not what I wanted, so I'm going to undo that. And I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to select the pink. I should have known that that wasn't going to work because it's not lit up. And I like how that one looks. So again, I'm going to go to the top. I'm going to select around it, much like the lasso tool that you use in Photoshop. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to advance this to 20. And I'm going to paste it. And I'm going to move it up here a little bit more. And I'm going to do the same thing. Go up here. Extend those tentacles down a lot more. And select the pink. This is obviously more suitable for secondary, probably high school, and I believe there are tutorials for educators if it's a course that you want to teach. I believe that it has a course curriculum that goes along with this product as well, which would be very cool. I wish I had something like this in high school. I'm going to advance. I'm going to paste it in. I'm going to move it up like this. Just going to add a little bit more this time. Tool. I'm going to add a whole lot more. And the blue tool again. Now another cool tool that this has is cutting. So if I saw something that I didn't really like, so say that, I just click it and then delete, and then it's done. That is not what I wanted to do though. I wanted to select it to make my life easier. So I'm going to surround it again. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to advance it to 40. And I'm going to paste it again. I'm going to move it up. And then I'm going to advance it again. I'm going to move it again. I'm going to advance it to 60. Just click it and drag it. I'm going to paste it one more time. And have it up here in the screen. I'm going to press this where it's going to stop. And I'm going to back it up here. I'm going to push this button, render and play. So you can kind of see what it looks like. And that'll open up in a different window. It just takes quite a bit of time. Now this could be done again. I mean, kids, if you had the pad, the sky is the limit. They could draw introduction videos. They could do all kinds of different animation videos. They could do historic videos. They could do science. They could do pretty much anything. Current history. I mean, they could do a lot of very, very cool things with this. And again, you could go really in depth with it, or you could keep it as simple as you want. So now it's all together, and you have a happy little jellyfish that is making its way through the ocean. Now I'll go up here, and I can either quit it, or do these different things as well. Go to the different frames and things like that. So that's it. Now we have a happy jellyfish. Thank you for watching. Okay, so now we're going to go and we are going to download it. So we're going to go to Save As, and you can do different formats, obviously. So I'm just going to save this to my desktop. You can do it in that file. You download it, move it. We can export it as a GIF, a movie, SWF, whatever it is you want. Oh, and you can add audio, but in the interest of time, because I only have 15 minutes, we're not going to do audio. So you can I'm just going to download it as a movie, and then press OK, and that's it. Thank you for watching.